Now tell me, do you ever watch the wrestling product today? If so, who do you like, and what is your comments on that?
I watched the product today, and you got certain fans that like old school, and you got certain fans that like new stuff. I don't feel I feel that there's a lot missing from wrestling today. Although I do like a lot of different guys. I tell you what, it may sound funny. I like the big guy Von Strowman that's with WWE. I'm an admirer, one of the first big men that can talk. I mean, for being a big guy, a lot of big guys aren't noted for stellar interviews, and he seems very bright and intelligent. I've heard many people that he's a very nice guy, and and I'm very proud of watching him. I like watching him work and everything, and how they use him and everything. But I feel that the stories are missing from wrestling now. Okay, I feel that wrestling matches tell a story, and I feel that's missing. I feel that they do stuff in the ring, boom, 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 and these high risk maneuvers and stuff like that, and things go so fast that I think the fans aren't able to grasp what. I don't know. It's hard for me to explain.
I see. I believe in the variety. Okay, I
Yes.
think you need some of this and some of that and some of this, and just like when you go to the circus, or when we used to, it's no longer around. But you want to see the daring young man on the flying trapeze. You also want to see the three-headed geek.
Well,
And it
I love.
all makes
Yeah.
it all makes for a better day at the circus. The more variety you can have.
Yeah. It's become cookie cutter, if that means anything there.
Cookie cutter. What I know what you mean by that. Like it's a factory, and it's just
Yeah.
everybody's the same, the same, the same.
I've talked to young guys and stuff like that, and I'm like, when you train, you learn 100,000 moves, okay? This, that, for every move, there's a counter, and blah, 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 down the line. But I says, I watch guys' matches, and I see them doing the same things over and over. I don't see them working a hold, like, back in the day, and heels, heels back in the day, they would come in, and the heat they would get, heels don't sell. Heels, in a lot of aspects, they don't get heat, or if they have any heat at all, it's like kind of a cheap heat. It's not, I don't remember wrestling in territories where guys were so hated, okay, that they would go out there and to leave the building and have four flat tires waiting for them, or a busted out window or something if they knew what you drove up in. I mean, they were hated legitimately. Me back in the day, I've had cups of dip thrown on me in Texas. When I was a heel, I've been hit with the umbrella, like the old jokes with the old ladies, hitting guys and stuff. They had legitimate heat, and they were vicious, and they weren't afraid. They weren't wanting to sign autographs. They were wanting people to hate them. They were wanting them to be, to go into that mood. You know what I'm saying? You have to, and they used to teach me back in the day, you have to live your gimmick. If you're a badass son of a gun, that's what you are. And then people will hate you. Make them hate you. I don't want to do an expose, but I'm just saying that. And I'm a person too. I like variety, like you say. I like watching lucha libre, which is a completely, different aspect of wrestling. And I love watching Lucha Underground. I like that production type show there. I watched some Japanese wrestling from New Japan, that from overseas, and they're coming in here pretty strong. And the thing is, there's a lot of young, good talent that's coming up. As far as naming names and that, there's a lot of great, great talent out there. That's wrestling. But then there's a lot of guys that are teaching talent, okay, teaching guys that aren't teaching them, I don't know, not really doing their job in a lot of aspects,
Oh yeah!